the Ashton Institute hummed with quiet purpose. Dr. Thomas Ashton, a pioneer in neuroscience, stood on the cusp of a breakthrough. His lab, bathed in the cool glow of monitors, was his sanctuary. Here, amidst the tangled wires and blinking LEDs, he chased the secrets of the human mind, his life's work, the neural bridge, a device promising to unlock the untapped potential of the brain. Thomas adjusted his glasses, his eyes reflecting the data streaming across the screen. Years of research, countless failed experiments, and sleepless nights had led him to this point. The neural bridge, a delicate mesh of electrodes and bioconductive polymers, promised to bridge the gap between mind and machine. It was a tool of unprecedented power, capable of enhancing human perception and unlocking the mysteries of consciousness. A wave of nervous excitement washed over Thomas as he prepared for the first human trial. He carefully placed the neural bridge on his head, the cool metal a stark contrast to the warmth of his skin. The world dissolved into a kaleidoscope of light and sound as the device calibrated to his neural pathways. Silence descended, broken only by the soft whirring of the machine. Then it began. A rush of data flooded his consciousness, overwhelming his senses. It was a symphony of light, a torrent of information that defied comprehension. Fear threatened to consume him, but he fought it back, clinging to his scientific curiosity. As quickly as it began, the chaos subsided. He found himself in a world transformed, his perception heightened, his senses sharpened. The world shimmered, alive with a vibrancy he had never known. Colors seemed more intense, sounds crisper, the air itself thrumming with unseen energy. Thomas could perceive the intricate dance of particles, the subtle fluctuations in electromagnetic fields. He saw the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance that held the universe together. His mind, once bound by the limitations of his senses, was now free to explore. He could access information with lightning speed, process complex equations effortlessly, and comprehend concepts that had once eluded him. The neural bridge had unlocked a hidden dimension of reality, revealing the universe in all its intricate glory. The implications of his discovery struck Thomas with the force of a physical blow. He held in his hands the key to unlocking human potential, to ushering in a new era of enlightenment. But with this power came a profound responsibility. What if this technology fell into the wrong hands? What if it was used to control, to manipulate, to destroy? The ethical dilemma weighed heavily on him. He could choose to bury his discovery, to keep it hidden from the world and its potential for misuse. But wouldn't that be a betrayal of his scientific curiosity? A denial of humanity's potential for progress? Thomas spent days lost in thought, the weight of his discovery pressing down on him. He imagined a world transformed by the neural bridge, a world where disease was eradicated, poverty abolished, and conflict resolved through understanding. He saw a future where humanity transcended its limitations, embracing a new era of peace and prosperity. But a darker vision haunted him as well. He saw a world where the neural bridge was used to create a society of the few, the enhanced, ruling over the many. A world where individuality was sacrificed at the altar of collective consciousness, where free will was nothing more than an illusion. The weight of his revelation was almost unbearable. How could he, one man, possibly hold the fate of humanity in his hands? The responsibility terrified him, yet he couldn't shake the feeling that this was his burden to bear. He had looked beyond the veil, glimpsed the true potential of the human mind. To turn his back on that now would be a betrayal of everything he believed in. The silence of his lab pressed in on him, amplifying the turmoil within. He had to confide in someone, share the burden of his discovery. But who could he trust with such a momentous secret? Who would understand the magnitude of what he had found, the implications it held for the future of humanity? Days turned into sleepless nights as Thomas grappled with his conscience. He was torn between the allure of progress and the fear of unintended consequences. The neural bridge was a double-edged sword, capable of both great good and unimaginable destruction. He felt like Prometheus, stealing fire from the gods, but unsure if he was bringing humanity the gift of enlightenment or the curse of Pandora's box. He paced his lab, the rhythmic click of his shoes the only sound in the stillness. The world outside continued on, oblivious to the momentous discovery he had made, the burden he now carried. He longed for the simplicity of his former life, the days when his world began and ended within the confines of his research. But those days were gone, replaced by a future fraught with uncertainty. Section 8. The Quest for Ethical Lumascension. Emerging from his contemplation, Thomas made a decision. He would not hide his discovery, nor would he unleash it upon the world unprepared. He would become a shepherd, guiding humanity towards a future where the neural bridge served as a tool for enlightenment, not destruction. He envisioned a process of Lumascension, a gradual, ethical integration of this technology, fostering understanding and interconnectedness. His first task was to assemble a team, individuals of impeccable character and intellect. They would help him navigate the treacherous path ahead, ensuring the neural bridge's potential was harnessed for the betterment of humanity. He needed ethicists, sociologists, philosophers, minds capable of grappling with the moral complexities of his creation. Section 9. Towards a Brighter Dawn. The journey would be long and arduous, fraught with challenges and setbacks. But Thomas was determined to see it through. The potential of the neural bridge was too great to ignore, the promise of a brighter future too tempting to resist. He would dedicate his life to ensuring this technology served as a beacon of hope, not a harbinger of destruction. He reached out to colleagues, old friends, and trusted mentors, carefully revealing his discovery and the vision that consumed him. He found allies in unexpected places, their initial skepticism giving way to cautious optimism as they grasped the potential of his creation. The seeds of Lumascension were sown, ready to take root in the fertile ground of human ingenuity. Section 10. A Symphony of Consciousness. As his team took shape, Thomas felt a renewed sense of purpose. He was no longer alone in this endeavor. They shared the burden of responsibility, the weight of a future hanging in the balance. Together, they would strive to create a world where the neural bridge unlocked the best of humanity, fostering empathy, understanding, and interconnectedness on a global scale. They envisioned a future where the neural bridge facilitated communication across cultures, bridging the divides that separated nations and ideologies. Imagine a world where empathy was no longer a choice, but an inherent aspect of human experience, where understanding flowed effortlessly between individuals and societies. The neural bridge held the potential to transform humanity into a symphony of consciousness, a harmonious tapestry of interconnected minds working towards a common goal. Section 11. The Uncharted Territories of Tomorrow. The path ahead was uncertain, but Thomas faced the future with a newfound sense of hope. The journey towards Lumascension had begun, and while the destination remained shrouded in the mists of the unknown, one thing was certain. Humanity was on the verge of a transformation unlike any it had ever seen. The neural bridge, a testament to human ingenuity, held the potential to reshape the very fabric of society. It was a tool of unprecedented power, capable of unlocking the hidden dimensions of consciousness and ushering in an era of unparalleled progress. But with this power came a profound responsibility, a duty to guide humanity towards a future where technology served as a force for good, illuminating the path towards a brighter tomorrow.